school, I'm a school, you've sat there and you've done exactly the same education as everybody else, haven't you? You've sat there, you've done exactly the same classes, you've seen exactly the same videos, you've done exactly the same homework. So how come everybody gets different results? How come? You've done exactly the same classes, you've done exactly the same homework, you've got exactly the same teacher. How come some people are A-class students and some people are D's? How come some people fail that class and how come some people succeed in that class? And the reason why is at the core of all education, and it's about application of the tools, isn't it? It's about the application of the education that you're seeing. When you really involve yourself, Peter used the word obsessed with the marketplace. Well, that's what happens sometimes when you really, really absorb, especially in the retail space, when you're not connected to the marketplace for 10 hours a day, when you're connected to the marketplace maybe for a few hours a day or even for less than that. It's difficult to get absorbed by the market. But obviously what happens is that the more absorbed you are, the more connected you are to the market, the better the trader you become. The more you manage to use the stuff that we teach, the more you understand what we're going through, the trade ideas, the thoughts, the use of these ideas almost immediately, the more it starts to sink in and it gets usable almost immediately as well. So there isn't something that you can judge your performance with. There's only the ability to turn a D student into an A-class student, an A-plus student. There's only that ability to say, I'm going to start really starting to apply these ideas. And we're really going to start, which is why when we do classrooms, some people wonder why I sometimes get frustrated when we show a classroom and then we ask everybody, so did you get these trades? Well, I don't care if it's live or demo. It makes no difference to me, guys. It shows that you're applying the ideas. And when nobody says, yeah, I got it this and I got it there and I got it here, and you go, okay, so there's the lack of application, guys, that we're talking about. There's the lack of application. If you applied it, you would have made thousands today on gold. Thousands. If you didn't apply it, you might be sitting there saying, but I lost on that trade, I broke even in that trade, I made a small layer, I've ended up with $5 profit net. You go, well, what happened to the buy trades here? What happened to the sell trades off the 40? What happened to your current buy trade off 45s that I've got? I've got a buy trade off 45s, currently trading 47s. Why? Because I just applied the stuff we showed you in classroom yesterday. Look. Is there anybody that doesn't see the buy trade at 45 here? There's the liquidity pool there. There's the break of structure here. So I'm going to buy the 45s, right? So we buy the 45s. It's now trading at 47.5. I've made $250. How many other people made $250? And if you didn't, why did you not make $250? Why? Because you didn't apply what we showed you yesterday. That's why. You're making shit up on the right-hand side. If you keep jumping between ideas, you never become good at the current ideas. You never become a master of the current ideas. You're just a generalist, and a generalist doesn't win in the marketplace, guys. Generalists become analysts. They become analysts because they've got this general opinion about everything, not a specific opinion, not a tradable opinion. Yeah, I'm bullish the pound. Right, so where's the trade? No idea, mate. No idea. But I'm bullish the pound. Great. So they're generalists. They can show you what the general idea is. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not tradable, is it? I can't trade that idea of you're bullish the pound and hope for the best. I've got to trade a specific idea. What price are you bullish the pound? What price are you buying sterling at? Why are you buying sterling there? What is that level? What is that deal? You can see how beautiful that little gold trade's now going, eh? 45 long, now trading 48s. Thank you very much, $300. How difficult was that buy trade based on yesterday's classroom? Why am I booking some profits? Well, because obviously it's coming into the end of the day. London metals will be starting to close. And obviously we're now looking at this as a possible day high up here at 27.50. I am not taking a chance that the sellers are going to come in off the 50 level here. So I'm booking some profits there on the uptick. And I was right too, because obviously as soon as I started to book profits, you see the price started to drop. It's a nice trade, isn't it? $400, guys. Imagine you had a 5 lot in that. $400. A 5 lot. 2,000. How long would it take you to get up to your 100 grand account, the same as Peter's? 50 days, 1.5 months. It'd take you 1.5 months without leveraging, without compounding, to take that up to a $100,000 account, right? Now, you can't trade 5 lots on $1,000, obviously, because it's too much. You wouldn't be able to afford the margin, but you get the basic idea. Whether you traded a 5 grand account up to 100 grand, or whether it was a 10 grand account up to 100 grand, a 5 lot buy trade just made 2 grand. And there's been more than that trade today. There was a 2 grand sell trade there. There was a 2 grand sell trade there. There was a 2 grand sell trade there. So that's 2, 4, 6. There was a 2 grand sell trade there. 8. There was a 2 grand buy trade there. 10. That's $10,000, guys. It would take you 10 days to reach 100 grand at this rate without compounding. Are any of those trades difficult based on yesterday's classroom? Any of them? None of them. Not one of them are difficult trades. And that's a 10 grand day from 1:30 to 3:30. 2 hours. 2 hours worth of work. 10 grand. 5 contracts. Gold. 2 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand, and 2 grand. 10 days to reach 100 grand, guys. Potentially 10 days to reach 100 grand. And that there doesn't include these trades here. That buy trade there, which ripped for $1,000 a contract, well, that could be 5 grand in its own. And those trades don't include these trades here. 42s down to 32s for $1 grand a piece. That's another 5 grand potentially down there. So obviously when you're looking at these as ideas, it's just about making something specific for yourself. Now, if you decide that this isn't for you, then you decide it's not for you, then chuck it in the bin as quickly as possible so you don't waste any time on it. You can't trade everything. You can't trade every idea. You can't use every idea. But what you've got to try and do is figure out what ideas work for you. You've got to figure out whether you like the ideas. You can't do something that you don't like, you don't enjoy, that worries you in terms of trade operation. You've got to do stuff that actually resonates with what you think is the right thing to be doing. And this is exactly what, why we show you a lot of different ideas. Because if you want to buy on an uptrend, well, there's your buy in an uptrend. It's there. I never bought any of that move there because I never got the entry. But there's the entry there. And there's the profit already taken. Beautiful. Selling on a downtrend. Okay, so we still got a top edge sell up here because we pulled this one away from this. So we were trying to sell on the uptrend here. Did well. Did very well. Thank you very much. You do what you want to do, not what somebody else wants to do. You do what you want to do. You find what works for you, and whether it's this classroom or somebody else's classroom, I couldn't care less. You use what you use that works for you as a trader. That's it. End of, right? That sell in the Russell, for example, how good is that sell in the Russell now doing? Well, we've just seen a possible buy reversal, but on a macro chart basis, I don't like it, so I'm not buying for the reversal. I just did use it as a profit take, however, on the way down. Well, we showed you that Russell sell earlier. So you can see the Russell sell's done really well for us, right? You see the overall shape of the red line, nice sell side red line, solid sell side red line, which is why I'm not buying this trigger here. Okay, because in that trigger there, the sell was still coming in. Yes, the core came down hard, so there could have been a possibility, but not for me. I think the macro's too strong on the sell side. I'm quite happy to leave this one alone. And obviously, if we start seeing this diverging in here, I might start looking at bidding 85 for the Russell on the way back out. So I'm thinking that might be a buy trade there in the future. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm not chasing it. I'm not interested in chasing it. I'm not making things up. I'm just looking at it saying, okay, if the Russell now gives me an opportunity, I'm going to maybe bid 85s, right, this afternoon. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I'm not chasing anything. I'm not in a hurry. Everything's calm. Everything's relaxed. I'm just looking to get a bit of business done, but I'm not doing it for the sake of it. I'm doing it because it's a bloody good bit of business. We talked about the buy trade on the bond a short while ago. It's a pity I didn't buy it. I was hoping to buy it on the retest. You can see we were right. Again, we were correct. There's a buy on bonds at 18s, right? 18.10 traded. Nice trade, nice level, nice ideas, and a nice outcome. Very nice outcome. Thank you very much. You don't have to catch every trade, guys. You do not have to catch every trade. You just have to keep busy with it, right? Now, I'm wondering what they're actually planning and doing here. I've been watching the dealer's order flow around this 6,000, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. I don't think they know themselves, to be honest. The only thing I can tell you with 100% certainty is if we trade 6,010 at this moment in time, I know we're a mile away from it just now, but if we did trade 6,010 and nothing changed, I would be massively selling 6,010s, right? Because obviously that would have meant we've swept the 6,000 handle, and we would have been we would obviously be selling the next big key. So if we could get 6,010, I would be very, very, very heavy sell side. But if they decided to start stacking sell side trades off the 6,000, I'd be happy to drop that 10 down into the 6,000 and start working on any retest of that price level. But I don't see it just yet, so I'm staying above 6,000 just now for any short business.